Hey everyone, it's Orange. Welcome to TOA Hard of March 2017. I believe this is going to be the last TOA Hard video I ever do. I might show off a TOA Hard auto team or a YOLO team or a fast clear team in the future, but as far as tutorials go with easy to obtain farmable teams or, instructional sort of things, I think this will probably be the last one, mainly because I've been clearing TOA Hard for 10 months, maybe 11 at this point in time. I've gotten pretty good at it. Well, I've pretty much been the same at it, but my runes have gotten so much better over that time period, so TOA Hard is very simple for me, and also my glory shop buildings I bought like pretty much all of them. That's a pretty big factor too. I think when I started clearing TOA Hard, my HP building was almost maxed and my defense building was level 6 or something like that. So yeah, those of course helped too. So yeah, this series will be retired and we're sending it off with a bang. Get it? Because we're fighting a bomb team, but they actually won't bomb me. I beat this floor a couple times with this team, and I misplaced the other recordings. I don't know what happened to them, but they're somewhere. Mav doesn't have great runes, and he's taking a ton of damage, but that's okay. So the strategy I'm using right now is basically stun everything, or freeze it, because freeze and stun are basically the same thing. They just have a different icon. And they stack because enemies can only have 10 debuffs, so if you're kind of overlapping those, it might screw you up slightly, but not really. So stun, freeze them, dot them, watch them die. I've always been super fond of using a slower in TOA Hard, so I'm using Spectra here. And the Water Homunculus is basically functioning as a stronger Veramos in this instance because he has much more CC than Vero does, and he will lock enemies down much more assuredly compared to Vero. So that's why I used him. My homunculus has since been retired. I will build a homunculus in the future, but I'm not sure which kind. I've been thinking about the fire one, but as far as this one goes, I don't really need him. I already have other good TOA Hard options, Chasoon, Brienne, Arya. So I'm pretty much covered. I just recently built the homunculus last month, aka, well, pretty much this month, last month, and I've been clearing TOA Hard for 10 months, so I haven't needed him, but he is a really good option if you are going to farm one to use. I think BDC works best for boss floors, but the dot one might be better for other floors. I think the dot one is more unsafe than the AoE freeze one, the one that I have, and I have heard, one of my guildmates told me that people use the dot homunculus with a YOLO sort of fast clear TOA Hard team with Amir, because it just puts on so many debuffs, and then Amir stomps and does a lot of damage. So I don't know if I'll do that in the future, but maybe. I really enjoyed this homunculus build for boss floors though, so I'm pretty much perma-CCing everything, and the Dark Jokers you don't really have to worry about them revenging on you, because they haven't used any of their skills if they don't get a turn. So you can let them revenge, because every time they revenge, they reduce their cooldowns. I think that's what the Dark one does. That's why he's so good with Seara Tiana. That's like one of the best AOs at the moment. But yeah, you can just let him revenge because he hasn't even used anything, so it doesn't matter. And then keep Seara taunted at all times. I pretty much just perma-CC'd everything, and that was it. Yeah, so I will attach the runes on at the end. I already recorded that for the Artemil video. That was Seara, mainly just showing off the homunculus. You guys can always look up the enemy skills on the Summoner's War wiki if you want to see exactly what they do. And yeah, it's important to stun everything because the fire jokers can put bombs on you, and it gets really messy because you don't have Veramos. So that's that. I have a couple other videos on Seara too from earlier if you ever want to check out my channel for those. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will catch you guys later. So we'll go over runes real quick and glory shop buildings. So in this video, I changed my monsters since this, so they're kind of worse now because I put some of my runes on my PvP monsters. Beretta is a very standard Beretta. Here is my homunculus, named kind of a fire name, but he's water. So I have him, I gave him some of my best despair runes because I wanted him moving first and being tanky enough for that floor. So my runes actually might be pretty damn good for this floor because the homunculus even died and he looked pretty good right there with those runes. I do recall giving him some of my best runes, and that revenge on him is really nice because of his first skill. He can revenge and freeze everything on that revenge. Mav revenge is good too because you can revenge things and stun them. And I think those were all the runes. We're going to go over Glory Shop buildings. They may be pretty close to maxed at this point. I kind of forgot. Yeah, I've upgraded a few of those in the meantime, but in this video, this is what they were. So yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory that TOA hard is, you know, it's not really worth doing videos on it anymore. But I hope you guys enjoyed that video and maybe found it helpful. That was about it, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will catch you guys later.